JB, known as. I'm going to ask you a simple question with a difficult answer, all right?
Okay.
Why have the team been struggling?
I couldn't tell you myself. We're working hard on the training ground. We really can't put our finger on it. Just the results need to turn our way now.
And in terms of what Mark's been emphasising, what's been the message to you all?
I'll work hard, press, get the ball back as quick as possible, and just play without any fear. And I think it's been hard with the weather, but hopefully things will change. So yeah, that's it.
You played at Wycombe in the 2-1. What did you think of them that day?
Yeah, good team. Work hard. I think their pitch suited us, so we could get the ball down and play. And I think hopefully we can get another result this weekend.
But they're on a poor trot of form themselves, so you must be conscious that for one of you, it could be a big lift.
If I'm being honest, I haven't looked at anyone else's form apart from myself. And I think a lot of the boys are feeling the same way. We just know that we need to get a win now, and it's coming.
As your first full season as a professional in the league, it's been a bit of peaks and troughs. How do you think it's panned out overall?
It's not been the best start. I mean, there's been good glimpses, but as a whole, I'd like to be further up the table. It's been a bit disappointing, but I mean, hopefully it can sort itself out, and next season we can push on again.
And on a personal level?
It's quite hard to say when the team's not doing as well as you'd like to, so me looking at myself personally, probably haven't seen the best because as a team we haven't been the best, but we've worked hard, so it's been disappointing. We've worked hard in games and I think we've come away with a few draws where we should have won. You turn them draws into wins and we're like in the playoffs. So, yeah, we've been working hard and hopefully it'll pay off.
So do you drive away from a game and run through the match in your head on the way home and think, oh, I could have done this or I could have done that?
Yeah, every game there's always something that you want to improve on. Otherwise I'd be in the Premiership. But, yeah, every game you think, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, could have worked a bit harder on this. But me personally, I think every game I've gone into I've worked hard. But there's just bits that I need to sort of change in my game, and a few of the boys will say the same thing because we have lost a few games.
You certainly like getting forward. Is that the area of your game that you enjoy most?
Yeah, I love getting forward, but first but foremost, I'm a defender, so keeping a clean sheet obviously is the best feeling in the world. But apart from that, yeah, I love getting forward.
I mean, lots of 2-1, 1-0, 1-1 type of games, haven't there? So what I call, single goal matches decided on, one moment.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think we, if we take our chances, there'll be a lot more wins. But I think as a whole, we need to sort of keep a clean sheet, and it'll help our strikers. Yeah, that's it really.
You mentioned the pitch at Wycombe suiting you. That was back in the much better weather.
Yeah.
How much has the pitch impacted on your form at home, do you think?
It's been a big factor, the wind, the rain, but I think you've got to get used to it. It happens every season apparently, the weather turns like this, especially down here. I think we've just been unlucky with the results. Like I said, we've conceded a lot of goals being sort of 1-0 up, and you turn them sort of draws into wins and we're in the playoffs.
Just lastly, there is obviously at the end of the season, sorry, I'll start again. Coming to this point in the season, you've got your contract sorted out for next year because you've triggered an extension clause. Some of the players don't have a contract at this stage for next year. Is that unsettling for the group as a whole, do you think?
I don't think so, because at the end of the day, you can have a contract sorted, but everyone's place is on the line because we're not doing the best. It doesn't matter if you've got a contract, if you haven't, you just need to keep working hard and hopefully something will happen. But I mean, as a whole, we're disappointed with how it's gone so far this season, but like I keep saying, if we turn a few of the draws into wins, we'd be so far up the table.
16 games to go, it's still quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone's believing. I think we set ourselves a target. I'm not going to say, but we set ourselves a target, and if we hit that target, I think there'll be a lot of surprises.
Because Mark's actually said he thinks the playoffs are unrealistic now, so there is something else that he's asked you to aim for, is there?
Well, I think...
I'm not expecting you to say, by the way.
Yeah, no, I think as a whole, I think we were still hopeful of the playoffs, I think as a whole, but realistically, is it going to happen? We're not sure, but if we just just take one game at a time, and who knows what can happen.
Great, thanks.
Great. What was it like playing against Kai Mohammed on Tuesday? Because we know how much pace he's got from his time at Cheltenham, but you're quite pleased with the way you dealt with him?
Yeah, apart from he's really good in the air. Apart from that, I was quite happy. But he's a good player. I've seen him play before. Got a lot of respect for the guy. Good player. That's all I can say, really.
Yeah, you're quite pleased with the way he defended, but probably didn't, because of that, did you not get forward as much as you liked on Tuesday?
Yeah, I would say that as well. He knew a bit about me as well. He said to me after the game. So he knew that he had to do his work going backwards, which he usually doesn't do, apparently. But I was quite happy with it. I just think in the air he was really good, and I knew that anyway from what I've heard and what I've seen. But he's a good player.
Yeah, you said there's still a couple of things, obviously, everyone can improve and you want to improve on, but if you look at where you were this time last year and where you are now, do you think you've come on a long way?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's hard when the team's not doing as well as we should have. So everyone sort of takes the negatives. If we was higher up the table, probably people would look at the positives more. So I've just got to keep working on my game, and hopefully when the results turn, people turn around and see the positives in my game.
Yeah, if the playoffs are a little bit beyond you now, what do you think would be a decent season? Between now and the end of the season, what do you think you can do to make it decent?
It's been disappointing regardless, but I mean, as close to the playoffs as possible. Because you want to be at the end of the season to say, look, we just finished literally in the playoffs or just outside of the playoffs. So yeah, as long as we're as close to the playoffs as possible, I'll be sort of okay with that.
Yeah, no, there just hasn't been enough home wins this season, is there? And that'll go a long way towards pleasing the fans if you get a decent performance at home.
Yeah, I think we've got to turn it around. I think we've got, is it 9 games or 8 games at home left? If we can win a few of them, I think a few of the fans will be happy with that. But it's just about winning games now. We set ourselves a target. If we can get close to that target, I think we've had an okay season.
Yeah, is your contract all sort of finalised, or you still need to actually sit down and talk about the terms? You got the option of it, haven't you?
Yeah, I believe it's finalised, but I'm not even looking into that right now. Sit down with the gaffer and the management staff at the end of the season, and yeah, hopefully they'll still want me.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers, Craig.
Thanks.